everybody. Rabbi Bill Hamilton here. Welcome to Well Versed. And I want to extend a warm welcome to Rabbi Elizabeth Bonnie Cohen and our rabbinic intern, our wonderful rabbinic intern, Talia Laster. And this week we meet Sinai. We meet God at Sinai, and Moses becomes a learner before he becomes a teacher. I think that's probably true of most good teachers, is they're good learners. And he is coached by his father-in-law, Yitro, who advises him on the importance of delegation. And interestingly, says initially, counsels Moses that the relatively minor cases that don't require a lot of complication or seem relatively straightforward, those can be judged by others who are delegated for that purpose. But kol hadavar hagadol, all the great matters, larger matters, those are the ones that should come to Moses and be brought before God if need be. When Moses then repeats the phrase and the advice from Jethro, he changes davar hagadol, a great matter, into davar hakasheh, a difficult matter, an intricate matter. And I'm curious what we do with that, especially in today's world where we have an abundance of such things.
Yeah, I love this question, and it brings to mind a conversation I was having with a colleague of ours, Rabbi Ezra Balzer, earlier this week. I was sharing with him just, the swirlings in my mind of all the different things that I'm holding personally. And he said, it sounds to me like you need to zoom in a little bit. And because I was telling him, I'm just feeling really overwhelmed. And he said, I think you need to zoom in. And he's like, often when when we're feeling anxious or we feel like things are so big, it can feel so overwhelming and insurmountable. And that if we're able to zoom in and just say, okay, what's next? What's the very next thing that I need to do? Or what's the very next decision I need to make? And just focus on that, things start to feel easier. And so I wonder if when Moses hears the instruction of the big matters, when things feel big and perhaps overwhelming, they're actually like also the most difficult. That the most difficult things are those that are really big, but perhaps by focusing in the small and making those moments of challenge smaller, perhaps that alleviates some of the challenge in them.
I am also thinking about how Yitro describes Moshe's situation as this thing is too heavy, kaved, that you're carrying it all yourself. I think Rabbi Bonnie Cohen, what you just said of trying to break these big challenges into smaller pieces, it elucidates that Yitro's wisdom is that there are actually a number of small challenges that that don't need to feel so heavy if they were only separated from each other. And I think that's also the wisdom that Moshe is bringing when he translates gadol, this big challenge, into kasheh, that that it's not actually about size, it's about content.
Advice we can all use. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
I want to wish you all a sweet and safe Shabbat. Thank you very much.
Shalom.
Likewise, Shabbat Shalom.